I was curious and wanted to see if ChatGPT could help me create a mobile application that shows us some blog posts for a given author using the Flutter framework. I asked ChatGPT to help me create the components shown in this design. Is ChatGPT capable of creating this design? Let's find out. So the first thing I asked ChatGPT was to create the blog post list widget that shows a list of recent blog posts. I did not want to get too deep into the details of how I wanted the blog post list widget to look like because I just wanted to see if ChatGPT could give me a working widget first. So I went ahead and copied the code that ChatGPT provided and pasted it into my editor. Once I've done that, I went ahead and ran the app, and this is what I got. Now, so far so good, the app is running, but we're missing the image, we're missing the category of the post, and we're missing the time to read. So naturally, I asked ChatGPT to add the blog post image in and put the title within the image positioned at the bottom of it. I also did not want to feed in a list of strings to the blog post list widget. Instead, I asked ChatGPT to make the widget take in a list of post instances. Now, each post instance is going to have an image URL, a read time, a title, and a category property. I then go ahead and copy and paste the code that ChatGPT provides, and I get this. Now everything looks great so far and the code is working. And also, as you can see from my question, I forgot to tell ChatGPT to display the category and the read time for each post, but it read my mind and did it anyways. +1 for Terminator and Skynet. Now I want to get some of the small details correct for the layout and color of the widget. So I asked ChatGPT to make some small adjustments to the code so that I can get the desired look of each widget in the blog post list widget. Let's see how ChatGPT handles this next question. So I go ahead and copy and paste the code into my editor to see what ChatGPT came up with. So this is how it looks like, and no bueno. The image got ridiculously small and rounded. The title, category, and read time are all in a white container. However, ChatGPT moved it from the inside of the image to the outside. Why, ChatGPT? Why? I tried regenerating the response a couple more times and ended up with this, and this. It seems like ChatGPT struggles with the small details but can get the overall picture correct. At this point, I was pretty frustrated with the results I was getting from ChatGPT, so I decided to code up the design myself. I used the last good code sample that ChatGPT wrote for me as a starting point. And 5 minutes later, I was able to finish the blog post to list widget. Here it is. So I went ahead and moved on to create the next pieces in the design. Again, ChatGPT worked great for creating a starting point for the code. However, when it came to the small details, ChatGPT was having trouble getting it right. Recognizing this, I decided to just use ChatGPT to generate a starting point for the next widgets and code up the details myself. So after about 20 minutes of fine-tuning the details, I was finally able to finish up the design. And this is what it looks like. Now, is it possible to use ChatGPT as a beginner to create a mobile app on your own? I don't think so. Not yet, at least. I've been creating mobile apps with Flutter for about 3 years now, and that helped me ask the right questions to ChatGPT so I could get the job done. Without at least an intermediate understanding of Flutter and mobile app development in general, it would be very difficult to create your own mobile app using ChatGPT. So this video just covered the UI aspect of mobile apps, but there is so much more to mobile apps than just the UI. But I believe ChatGPT or some other AI will eventually get us to a point where we can simply explain what we want in a mobile app and it will create it for us.